Welcome to the DIY-aGoGo channel. It's filled with such awesome inspiration from all of the DIY paint retailers. I'm a retailer in Madisonville, Kentucky, and I'm going to show you today how to decoupage using Big Top. So recently on Facebook, I've been showing how to decoupage, and I was taking store-bought items that I purchased at discounted prices and clearance, and I gave them a new look. Sometimes it's so hard to juggle all the things. Like you're a mom, you're a housewife, you might have a job. I recently quit my job so that I could focus on my business because I felt that I was being pulled in so many different directions, and it's hard to get all the things done. When I decoupage this, I used my favorite liquid patina, the clear one. That's usually what I use to decoupage. But I challenged myself on this piece and I used Big Top. That's right, you can decoupage with Big Top, and that's what I'm gonna show you today. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like right now, I'm sitting in my living room floor. I just finished a live on Facebook. I'm trying to finish this hutch, which is turning out beautiful. So this is laminate, and you can paint laminate with DIY paint. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my DIY paintbrush and I'm going to put White Swan in the middle. I'm working in the dining room on this project for this video right now. And sometimes I can get so distracted, and it's like rabbit, squirrel, dog, and I'm all over the place. I forgot to mention that you always want to have a water bottle handy. So I'm just gonna spritz this, and I'm going to just lay it nice and smooth. I want to eliminate as much texture from the paint as possible so that I can get a nice smooth finish on my paper. But I've been trying to focus and plan and be intentional about all the things that I'm doing and plan my day, and it's really been making quite a difference. I like the paper that I'm using today because it can be a bit more masculine, and a lot of the decoupage papers and a lot of the things that I do, it happens to be a lot more feminine, and so I get a lot of guys telling me that, well, that's not for me because it's so feminine. But it's all a matter of preference and taste. So I try every now and then to do something that would appeal to a gentleman. I started the year by journaling. Have you ever journaled before? Now you can see I've used a little black dress, and the color is not as intense as it was because it's mixing, it's blending. Bullet journals allow you to have like a day timer. It allows you to plan, it allows you to make notes, it allows you to structure your day, hold specific things that you might want to keep for later. And I started this process because I was so distracted and I was juggling so many different things. And so every morning I get up, I go to the table. I read my Bible first, and I have devotion with God, and then I start structuring my week. And it has made such an impact on me personally, and in my business, and in my home. Now this is going to be covered up, so this part does not have to be perfect. I just want some of that light color to show through. I really want to concentrate on the frame itself on the outside because that is what you will see. So I've placed the paper on here. It almost fits, but it's just a little bit short. So what I've done is I've put it exactly where I want it. I want this to be the main focus, and then I've scored it with my nails. So I have a little bit of Big Top here that I had used on a previous project, and what I'm gonna do is I kept this so that I could do it again. I'm just gonna pour some Big Top in here. I do it in here because it just squirts and it gets crazy, and I want to really have control of what I'm doing. And you know what? I don't always meet my goals. I don't always do the things that I set out to do. But when I can check, I did that. Oh, I actually accomplished a lot this week. It just makes me feel better. Do you know what I'm talking about? And I'm going to apply it. And I'm only doing a section at a time. That's the key. Are you a planner? I've never been a planner. I've gone through seasons of my life where I've tried planning, and I'm like, oh, I can see where I was more successful. So I was like, I've got to incorporate. I've got to go back to that, because I'm naturally fly by night. I want to stay up late and I want to sleep in. So what I'm going to do is roll this, and this is where I don't want to use my fingers. I want to apply it using the saran wrap. And I'm making sure that I get this nice and coated. It saturates. And because this is 18-pound paper, it will. And I feel like I can accomplish so much more. So if you're struggling, if you're having a hard time doing all of the things, because our lives are busy, our lives are hectic, we have so many irons in the pot. Do something that you've never done before. Maybe it's get up early, maybe it's plan, maybe it's look at your week and prioritize everything. And then if you don't do it, here's the thing, you cannot beat yourself up. And if you get a little bit of wrinkles, you know, it's okay. And if you didn't want any wrinkles, then what you could do is iron it on. You could apply 2 coats of this, and then all you would have to do is let it dry and iron it on. All right, so then I'm gonna peel back the paper, and I'm gonna apply this in sections. I'm gonna start below the line of where I left off, because you don't want a big glop. You don't want it to be very distinctive where you had stopped. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, right? But every time that you make a step in the right direction and you make progress, you're winning. You are winning. And so you may not win at all of the things, but when you can sit down and prioritize and give 100% to what you can, I promise you come out better for it. So this is my challenge to you. Start waking up early if you don't. Start planning your week if you don't, or even just your day, and see what can happen. It's so important during this process to do a little bit at a time and use that saran wrap to lay down your paper. And just smooth out as many of the wrinkles as you can. Just make sure that you don't have any air bubbles. That's really the most important part. Then when you're done and it's dried, go on and put on a coat of Big Top over the entire piece. I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chalk It Up with Leesa. You can also visit me online on my website, Chalk It Up with Leesa, or on Facebook or Instagram. I'm always doing lives, always doing tutorials, and I would love to connect with you. If you're in Madisonville, I host weekly workshops using DIY paint, iron orchid designs, and recycled papers. I would love to meet you. All of my products can be found at Now and Then in Madisonville, but also on my website. So feel free to go on there and visit me. And if you want any of these products, you can purchase them online. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment below or contact me directly. I hope that you have an incredible day. Thank you so much for watching, And if you can, share this. It helps all of our DIY paint retailers when you like and comment on these YouTube videos and you share them. Thank you so much.